Your Holiness, Mrs. Ella Gandhi, I have the great pleasure and honor to welcome Mrs. Ella Gandhi and also to briefly introduce her. Mrs. Ella Gandhi is the granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi ji and also a trustee of the Gandhi Development Trust based in South Africa, and she was also the former member of South African Parliament. Mrs. Gandhi has traveled all the way to Bodh Gaya from South Africa to present His Holiness the Dalai Lama an award. In 2003, the Gandhi Development Trust has instituted an award for international reconciliation and peace. And the 2001 award has been presented to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Now may I request Mrs. Ella Gandhi to say a few words and then to present the award to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Thank you.
On behalf of the Gandhi Development Trust, I thank His Holiness, the organizers of this event, and all who are present here today for providing this opportunity to me to present the Mahatma Gandhi International Award for Reconciliation and Peace to His Holiness. It is a blessing to be able to fulfill this duty here in Bodh Gaya, where the historical Buddha first attained enlightenment. It was extremely painful for us in the Trust and to millions of our South African brothers and sisters that in our country, His Holiness was unable to come to South Africa and received the award personally in Durban last year. We were all saddened by the news that the visa was not granted timeously to enable His Holiness to travel to South Africa. Indeed, many of us believe that there is no justification for such disrespectful treatment. 25 years ago, on World Environment Day in 1986, His Holiness had this message for the world, and I quote, "Peace and the survival of life on earth as we know it are threatened by human activities which lack a commitment to humanitarian values. Destruction of nature and natural resources results from ignorance, greed, and lack of respect for the earth's living things. This lack of respect extends even to earth's human descendants, the future generations who will inherit a vastly degraded planet if world peace does not become a reality, and destruction of natural environment continues at the present rate." His Holiness said this in 1986. During COP17 in December last year in Durban, we heard the shocking testimony of ordinary, simple people who described the impact of environmental degradation on their lives. It is clear that what His Holiness said in 1986 is even more important to the world now. Gandhiji said that we need to be the change we wish to see in the world. Attachment to things, the desire to acquire more and more and consume much more than we need, affects not only the individual, but society as a whole. The words of Gandhiji and His Holiness challenge us all to return to a life of simplicity, to live in harmony with nature, and to let love and compassion be the guiding force. These ideas are even more relevant today. You demonstrate the power of nonviolence in your own life, His Holiness, and show the world how the way of truth and love can overcome darkness and despair, even in the most trying circumstances. You have been and continue to be an inspiration to the world, a spark of light that dispels the darkness. In recognition of your life struggles, your work, and your lived values, we have the great honor of handing over the Mahatma Gandhi International Award for Peace and Reconciliation to you.
Respected granddaughter, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Of course, you know my English, very, very broken English. However, you see, this broken English is actually expression of my warm feeling. So, as a Buddhist, this place is something very sacred place. Buddha Shakyamuni achieved enlightenment of Buddhahood, this very place. So of course, everybody knows Buddha, like many other great teachers, Buddha was the symbol of peace, symbol of love. Now, as such sacred place, I'm receiving an award in the name of Gandhiji by one Gandhi's granddaughter. very, very special significance. I very much appreciate. Thank you. Yeah. Gandhiji, India's, I think, almost 3,000 years tradition of ahimsa. And ahimsa means whenever we face some problem, and try to solve that problem through dialogue with spirit of reconciliation. So, in 20th century, wonderful Indian, Mahatma Gandhiji, with thorough modern education, lawyer. See, he carried the struggle, not only in India, firstly start in South Africa. Then he carried the India's freedom struggle, strictly non-violent way. Perhaps, I think at that time, some people may consider his non-violent struggle is sign of weakness. But actually not. Recent decades, the more and more appreciation about non-violence everywhere. So Gandhi already no longer with us, but his spirit very much alive on this planet. So I'm also just tiny follower of Mahatma Gandhiji's example. So I assure to you, now my age, over 76, but remaining my life, I totally committed non-violence and serve. As a Buddhist practitioner, try to serve every sentient being, and particularly about 7 billion human beings on this planet. I'm one of them, nothing special. Here, I think over 100,000 people. We all, same human being. We all have the potential of negative emotion, negative action, positive emotion, positive actions. So use our human intelligence. Deliberately minimize these negative emotion and deliberately try to promote these positive emotion. Through that way, we individual also becoming much happier person. Mental level, happy, peace. Then non-violent action automatically come. Within our own mind, full of fear, full of anger, full of hatred, and the spirit of revenge, impossible to achieve real non-violence. So non-violence is the reflection of inner peace. Then also I often use it expressing. In order to achieve genuine non-violence, we need a global level, or we need, firstly, inner disarmament. Through that way, eventually, external disarmament can achieve. Once world become demilitarized planet, then the real peaceful world, then I think achieved. It is possible. Particularly now, this is just the beginning of 21st century. Now 11 years passed, remaining several decades yet to come. I think this is the right time. Make effort with vision to create better world, peaceful world. Whenever we face some problem, must solve through dialogue, through peaceful means, through non-violent way. Everybody have the responsibility. We are part of the humanity. So happier humanity brings sort of, maximum happiness to oneself. So this is the right time, individual, think just oneself, forget about other. Even in order to get some temporary benefit, bully other, cheating other, corruption, hypocrisy, is actually ruin one's own mental peace. Remain honest, truthful, transparent. You get maximum benefit. So people should know the real method to get happy life. Not through money, not through power, but through honest, truthful compassion. So these are the basis of non-violence, basis of peace. So I assure to you, remaining my life, I totally committed. So from time to time, I need some kind of, moral support, like you. That I need. Thank you. Thank you very much.